Hey Paul, Jeremy with Signs by Van. Just got off the phone with you here a minute ago. So what I'm going to use for this right here is this bondo filler, and this is the stuff that I already sent over to you. It's in a red can with the black and red, and this is the cheaper stuff. And what I did was I dug out a really deep hole. I just took a carving tool, and I really gouged out a really deep piece here. So the short and skinny on how I would repair a huge nasty hole like that is just take some bondo. And you're gonna take this stuff and bring it out, and you got a big hole to fill. So you're gonna wanna come over here, put a nice big chunk here, maybe a little more. More is better, this stuff's cheap. So you put that on there. What you do is you take your hardener. You always have to have your hardener. I'm not gonna put a ton in here. I'm just gonna put a little bit. Okay, and the trick is, once you get that hardener off, you wanna make sure that you mix this stuff really, really well. And the thing is, you see the blue and the gray, you've gotta mix it until you see one solid color, okay? You just keep mixing it as fast as possible, okay? Fast, 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 fast. That hardener's already starting to set this stuff up. So now that it's one color, we take it and we shove it down in that hole right there, just like that. We're gonna get more like this, put more in there, and really make sure it's in there, okay? And right now, that's already starting to set up. So we'll set that in there, just like that, okay? Now you see all this excess on top. I should have grabbed a little bit of a wider knife, but it's not gonna make that big of a difference, at least not for what we're doing here. Come back and take as much of the excess stuff off and around the surface around that hole, because you don't wanna have to do too much sanding. The more excess stuff that you have above grade, see how we're gonna make it real nice here. Like that. Take all that excess stuff off. That's going to prevent sanding time. It's going to lessen your sanding time. Okay. So here's the trick. That's all filled, and you're just above grade. So you want to have your bondo just a hair over the grade. You're going to let that thing set up for about probably 20 minutes. That's all it's going to take for the bondo, because I put a good amount of hardener in there. The more hardener, you could get this stuff to set up in like a minute if you put too much hardener in it. So if you're going to be working with it a lot and kind of moving it around and you know, doing stuff with it, don't put as much hardener. But I put just a little tiny squeeze into this stuff, and it's already hardening up to the touch. So that's how you fill a hole. Then afterwards, you come back, let it dry for like 20 minutes, and then sand it real quick with some, with some 120 and then some 220, and then come back and then just use a foam brush and lightly, gently paint over it and do your paint stuff. It's that easy, man.